He does.
I don't know if he doesn't want to hear his dad's mouth after the game. I don't know what it is. But he has a great shooting game.
Yeah, good ball movement on that part. I just remember he was sitting near us in the playoffs last year.
The closeout game against the Pacers.
The closeout game, and it was a tough finish, as we all know. And guess who was the first one on the court?
Yep.
You know, to greet his son and give him a big hug was Gary Sr.
Well, Gary had, 36 that game? He had he
had a really good playoff series last year. This Clippers team, 38 and 36. They're above 500. Hard to believe that they were like 14, 15 games below 500 at the start of the season. They frankly have had the turnaround that I think Bucks fans and we all were kind of hoping for this team.
Yeah, that a few games ago, it kind of fluctuated between winning and 500 and losing, but right now they're above 500 again and playing great basketball.
Usman Chang defending Kawhi, who kicks it out to Darius Garland. And they're 9-2. When Garland and Kawhi have played together the last 11 games, this Clippers team is 9-2 in those last 11. We got an offensive foul call against Jericho Sims. The bucket won't count, and it's
they're trying to shed him and gets that foul call.
John Collins, who hasn't played against the Bucks in a couple of years. 2024, I was looking at. Hard to believe. Yeah, just various injuries and stuff here for him.
It looked like he was headed to being an all-star caliber player down in Atlanta when he first started out.
Jericho, what a move! The spin and the flow.
Out of that quick spin move is something special. Great move.
Yeah, Brook Lopez with the touch. He got a huge ovation. Back playing for the first time in Milwaukee since he moved on to Los Angeles. He'll get honored a little bit later here in the quarter. Low-scoring affair. Jericho Sims has got all 4 points. If you have that on your bingo card.
We're going to ride the big fella. The go-to guy, Jericho Sims. First 2 possessions. Nice left-handed finish inside.
He's become the go-to guy. Only 8 players available here for the Bucks today. Darius Garland, we've seen him do that a time or two wearing the Cavs uniform.
That's what Ty Lue's talking about with Darius Garland. He can stretch out the defense with his ability to knock down a deep 3.
Usman touches the paint and the kick out to Pete Nance, as I mentioned, getting his 3rd straight start. All kinds of great playing time opportunities for Pete. All kinds of defensive opportunities here. Guarding a guy like that, Kawhi, makes it look so easy.
And a guy like Usman needs to pay attention to how Kawhi works to get his shot off. That was just a basic right-to-left crossover, got Pete on his heels, and then the quick pull-up at the free throw line. Great space creation by Kawhi Leonard.
Gary Trent Jr. knocks down the 3. Last time he played the Clippers, he had a season-high 20 points and a season-high 6 threes.
Yeah, that first 3 was down but didn't count. That one counted, so he's on. He's got his shooting eye on.
And John Collins now 4 points for the first 9 here for the Clippers. Usman turning the corner, looking for Jericho. Brook Lopez breaks it up. That is just a textbook Brook Lopez play.
Yeah, plays that drop defense as well as anybody in the league. Still at 37 years old in the league forever.
He's going to turn 38 this week.
April Fool's. Yeah.
Birthday's coming up.
He and Robin, right? Robin's got a one at the same time?
I heard they were twins.
No. I thought they were identical strangers. No.
You can argue that, too. Darius Garland will in and out triple, finishes with the left hand, and Doc Rivers calls a timeout.
Pre-game warm-up. But just great to have him back in Milwaukee, and great to see him still being a very productive NBA player as long as he's been in the league.
Didn't we ascertain that Giannis is the 3rd identical twin to Brook Lopez when we were playing down in L.A.?
The 3rd Lopez twin.
Oh, Gary Trent Jr. doesn't have 3 threes, but he's approaching it. 2 for 2. He's going for that 3rd, and he's a perfect 3 for 3. Just speak it into existence.
Yeah, giving a little jaw jacking toward that Clipper bench. Somebody's talking to GT too. He's letting them have it after he knocked down that 3-point shot.
Kawhi Leonard, the kick out to Brook Lopez, corner shot. Gets Pete Nance in the air, but he gives it up. The Clippers have shown great ball movement, and there's the flush by Derrick Jones Jr.
We got the Bucks in a scramble situation. Nice job by Brook Lopez, just playing under control. Pete Nance didn't do a run by contest, so that kind of put the Clippers in a nice job in terms of Bucks rotation.
Derrick Jones Jr. has been a good addition here for the Clippers, averaging career highs, points scored in terms of shooting percentages as well. And obviously we know what he can do on defense. Gary Trent Jr. is having himself a first quarter.
Wow. Little runner, right foot, right hand, off balance.
Hasn't missed a shot. A perfect 4 for 4, 3 for 3 from 3. He's got 11 points here so far. He's got the last 11 for the Bucks.
Well, and this is where you got to be careful. This Clipper team is number 2 in the league in terms of turning teams over in the month of March.
Now, Kawhi Leonard, 50 straight games that he's had 20 or more points. And with that three-pointer, he's got 5 and well on his way. And for the Bucks, remember, Jericho scored the first 4 points. Gary Trent Jr. has the last 11 going into this possession.
And because of what Shea was able to do the past couple of seasons, Shea Gilgeous, yeah, and we've seen a little bit of that more recently. Bucks trusting Jericho to initiate the offense. Look at him, look at the dive.
Whip pass in the corner. Gary Trent is human. His first miss of the day. Kawhi, a couple of crossover moves. The tip is not there. The third time, the fourth time. Bucks escape that possession. Yeah. Taurean Prince has checked in. Corner shot, makes his good on his first one.
Now that's the one area that the Bucks can try and get out and run on this Clipper defense before the Clippers in their quick hands and activity can force a turnover and make things difficult for you.
Look at Ajax just wrapping up Brook Lopez, who is posting up.
Benedict Mathurin averaging almost 20 points a game since he's been a Clipper, but he gets to the free throw line at least like 8 times a game. He's so good at drawing fouls. One more dribble, Andre.
Yeah, Ajax never saw Derrick Jones Jr. streaking down the court.
And, you got to make that defender make a decision. He picked his dribble up way too high. Allowed one to play 2.
Now Jones Jr. challenging Jericho Sims, and if the Bucks want to use it, they got a 5-on-4 here. Jones Jr. is the last to cross half court. Gary Trent Jr. now.
Derrick Jones Jr. Not so much Benedict Mathurin. He's more the offensive guy, but they create a lot of turnovers for the offense of the Milwaukee Bucks.
Ajax looks like he got pushed a little bit on that dribble handoff, and there is a reach-in foul.
Possessions for the Clippers.
Pete Nance can't find it. And into the hands here of Mathurin. 3.5 left to play. That's a long 2. His toe is on the line. You mentioned his numbers, Marcus. He's averaging almost 20 points per game in his career against Milwaukee. Kind of licks his lips whenever he plays against the Bucks. Clippers on a 7-0 run that ends there. Pete Nance lay-in.
That's what I like about Pete Nance. I mean, he's rolling hard to the basket as someone to create some gravity, but the ball came to him. He's got great hands, the ability to kind of catch and finish with one fluid motion right there. A thing of beauty. Bucks in a 2-3 zone.
You think we'll see more zone with only 8 guys available here today?
Yeah, you should. I mean, just to, if nothing else, just to give these guys a little more rest at the defensive end.
Andre Jackson Jr. for 3. Ties it at 23 and forces the Clippers timeout. You can talk, Chris.
I'm a little nervous.
Oh, okay. I'm not used to this side of it. I'm not used to not to make you even more nervous, but I hear your dad wants to do a little play-by-play. So,
yeah, just a little.
So I'm just going to step aside here and let some father-son action.
Lisa, don't go anywhere. No, don't go too far. No. So it's like we do on our podcast. It's all about against the Clippers, trying to make them beat them over the top. Looks like they're going to stay here. As Lisa talked about, Bucks 8 available players, so that zone will help conserve some energy. Mm-hmm. All right, Mathurin to Batum. Batum, one dribble sidestep and has a face job for his fellow Frenchman.
In the face.
Nice little sidestep by Batum.
It's crazy to see Batum still out here doing it at such a high level.
All right, Taurean Prince misses the break line 3-point shot. Clippers not really looking to run, like to do their thing in the half court. They've got a mismatch inside. John Collins, 6'9", against A.J. Green, and that's nice job by Taurean Prince on the help.
Way to come over for the help side. Got it up. Oh. Thought he was going to dunk on him.
Yeah, and Pete's really good coming off the left foot, coming down the middle. I always say, Chris, he may not have the hops of his...
Back from that, where you trust yourself, trust the jumping, trust the landing. Yeah. It looks like Taurean is getting back to that.
Yeah, I still don't trust it.
Yep. So. You just dunked the other day, dude. You just dunked the other day. I don't want to hear it, bro. I don't want to hear it.
But that was defense. Put 9 other bodies out there. It's a whole other thing. Cormac Ryan, deep corner 3. Nice. Jane going to initiate the offense from out top. Little DHO with GT2. Torian Prince hit that T. Hit that T. Hit that T. Can box that up. TP. Fade right corner. Nice find. Good offense. This unit's actually played really solid basketball for the first 2.5 minutes of this quarter.
Yeah, this unit has a nice chemistry. Guys are taking the shot when they have it, and then they're looking to share the sugar and create for each other.
Well, and that's a great point. You've got some exceptional shooters out there for the Bucks with this lineup. And this guy here is an exceptional shooter. Only 32% from the three-point line, but you give him anything inside that three-point line, he is danger personified. Benedict Mathurin. High ball screen.
Dang.
Uzi and Nance. And that's a nice snatchback, as Jim Paschke used to call it. That little dribble move at the elbow, through the leg, step back.
Yeah, he was looking in the corner for the open guy, but decided not to after the defense rotated. That was a good read by Jang.
Chris Dunn is up around 37% this season. I'm still not convinced he is a reliable three-point shooter, so that's not a bad open look to give with Chris Dunn. You got to make him prove he can knock it down.
Absolutely.
GT2, little screen and roll action with Pete Nance, Torian Prince. Good defense by the Clippers. They are smothering everything the Bucks want to do and force Uzi into a tough step back with about 2 seconds left on the shot clock.
Uzi's got a deep bag, man. He can get what he wants when he wants. Good look there.
See what Uzi's got on defense against John Collins. And this is, we talked about, not only a good shooting unit for the Bucks, but pretty solid defensively also. Good rotation. It's a turnover.
Excellent rotation and read.
It's all about multiple efforts. And here's C-Mac Ryan. I mean, you want him to take as many of those as he can find. Not. You're going to find the bottom of the net. Uh-oh. Claw back in the game. The fun guy. Kawhi Leonard, double team. Bucks trying to get the ball out of his hands. They tried to do that in Los Angeles, Chris, and Brook Lopez went off in the third quarter. But not a bad strategy with the way Kawhi Leonard has been playing. 50 straight games of 20-plus points or more.
Sheesh.
My words exactly. My sentiments exactly. Ousmane Dieng against Benedict Mathurin. Now, again, you're settling as opposed to trying to push it into the paint to collapse that defense. The Bucks have settled for long jumpers the last couple of possessions.
And that's part of the balancing act with Jang, and something he's got to get better at is knowing when to shoot it, when to take, and then when to create for others.
Yeah, but that's a good job by Ousmane. That late double on Kawhi Leonard.
So long. Active hands by the Bucks.
It's ready to collapse. Benedict Mathurin, one of the best in the league, gets to the free throw line and says, hey, man, I shoot 10 free throws a game over the last one. Yeah, the way we were. So she broke into a rendition of the way we were in homage to Robert Redford. All right, let's get back to basketball. Ousmane Dieng defended by Kawhi Leonard, who made his chops as a defensive stopper with the San Antonio Spurs. Ask LeBron James about that. AJ misses the fadeaway at the free throw line. I think we're going to see a steady diet of Kawhi ISO, as this team is one of the top isolation teams in the league. Again, trying to get the ball out of that initial ball handler's hands, whether it's Kawhi Leonard or Garland. Darius.
Long in the tooth.
Long in the tooth.
Oh, my God.
Just another way of saying he's old in measurements. So you can't get away with fudging on the height as you could. So instead of 6'7", I'd be 6'7". I'd be like 6'5.5" probably.
3/4 probably.
You know. All right, here come the Bucks. Dunn defending. Brook, nice job on the show. And, Brook normally plays drop defense, but right there shows the foot speed. They're doing more of that. Watch that. Look at that. The little blitz on the screen by Brook Lopez.
Yeah, Clippers super.
He didn't really have a plan when he penetrated. He's got a plan. GT2. He started off hot. Can't find that one. Here comes Jordan Miller. Miller defended by Torian Prince. It's a tough matchup for AJ, Chris. A tough matchup for AJ. He gets to his spot and rises.
Shot by Kawhi.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just what he does. So patient in the paint. Always collected. Whatever he's doing, no matter what the defense is doing against him.
It's tough to double team a guy in the middle of the floor, but as strong and smart as Kawhi Leonard is, it's going to be a tough matchup for AJ Green at 6'4".
That's what he wants you to do.
Look at this guy. Jericho Sims keeping the possession alive. Another offensive rebound. Great find by Jericho Sims after tracking down the long rebound off the offensive glass.
Love those kickouts for open threes off of offensive rebound. Darius Garland.
Jeez.
Sheesh.
Boy, what a pickup. And initially, he didn't feel good about leaving Cleveland to go to Los Angeles.
Really?
That's what I said.
What?
What's up with you?
What you're feeling right now on the eve of getting the call.
Well, you know, I've gotten the call 3 times before, much to my chagrin. It hadn't worked out in my favor. John DeLeva, like the angel of death, delivered the news. Hopefully he'll be the angel of mercy tomorrow. Change his angel outfit.
Yeah. Let's hope so. My fingers are crossed, man.
Nice. That's a nice job, Darius Garland. Finding
In the third quarter.
Okay. All right, Press.
Got all kinds of guests moving around here this afternoon. How was it broadcasting with your son?
It was good. It was good. I had a good time. We worked together before, but he's doing sidelines, some other things, and of course the podcast, the Here District. We have a good time doing that. So I appreciate you guys giving us an opportunity.
Oh, yeah. And left wide open.
You know, they really got Brook blitzing a lot of screens. Everybody thought that he was too slow a foot to be able to do that.
A potential three-point.
See it right there. As we saw it, you mentioned the Pacer closeout game, 36 or whatever it was, shooting lights out.
And he makes good on the 4-point play. That was today's Jägermeister shot of the day. Well, matinee back-to-back here for the Milwaukee Bucks. And Gary Trent Jr., you know, on the road trip, the last 2 games of the road trip, at the Clippers and at Portland, he got on the early bus with the staff. Kawhi Leonard with the mid-range jumper. Now, for those who don't understand our kind of regular rhythm, when we go to shoot-arounds, there's 2 buses, one for the staff members that go early, and one for the players and coaches. Gary Trent Jr., who's got the ball and the shot in the corner, went early both times.
You know, how tough is that? It's tough. Not majorly tough on the scale, but to come out at halftime before you take a shot at Gary Trent Jr., first thing you got to do is shoot a free throw.
No one on the free throw line.
You know me, I'm an obsessive kind of a person, and so I always dwell on the one time I didn't come through instead of the 12 other times that I did come through.
I was going to say, because I would feel like you'd be a good clutch free throw shooter.
And then I thought about it as Derrick Jones knocked down a deep jumper, but I thought about it. What I really hated that the game kind of came to when you shot free throws, your teammates would come over and give you dap in between free throws. I hated that. You know, I'd be locked in, knock down the first one. Everybody want to give you 5, and like, get away!
Leave me alone. Let me focus.
Enough trouble making the first one as it is.
2 seconds on the shot clock. Pete Nance not there. If you're just joining us, the Bucks only 8 available players. Ryan Rollins was a late scratch with a left hip flexor injury. He suffered it yesterday.
To draw a foul. You know, he's got to foul away a lot of these tricks of the trade that Kawhi Leonard is showing him while he's guarding. You know, get yourself to the free throw line, get your team in a position to get to the free throw line.
We got a reach-in foul. Personal. Brook Lopez at the free throw line. Gets it to drop. Time for a quick message from Win. Brook Lopez, you see his numbers for this season. We've talked about, you know, Brook Lopez as the three-point shooter. Interesting, he hasn't attempted a 3 here today. Made that jump when he was playing for the Nets.
He keeps blitzing every single ball screen, something that he was allegedly unable to do his last season with the Milwaukee Bucks because of age and lack of foot speed.
There's a three-pointer for Pete Nance. Speaking of threes.
Yeah, that's his first one he got to drop for him. He missed 3 pretty open 3, pretty much wide open 3s in that first half. A much better shooter than that.
There, Jones Jr. to Kawhi Leonard. Right at the above the break mark. Can't get it. Now Kawhi is 3 of 6 from 3 now. Turnover. The 13th of the day. Darius Garland from distance.
Yeah.
He rings it up.
So Bucks had 12 for 19 points. Now that's 13 for 22.
We're going to be celebrating. It's the 6-man soiree here at Fiserv Forum. Bucks legends, fans alike, they get to come out and hang out with the players, hang out with guys like you. What's one of your favorite things about being a part of that and, you know, knowing that they're giving back with the Milwaukee Bucks Foundation?
Well, that's the key, you know, fundraising. Anytime you can help raise funds to help the community and help the community grow, it's a fantastic thing. I'm just honored to be a part of it.
Well, and, you know, so all throughout this game in our pregame show, we've had the John...
way through the league, prepping me for all those things. So when you're able to do that with your own kids, it's a beautiful thing, and I'm happy for it.
Absolutely. Now, if there was one thing that you could do with your kids in this type of space, what do you think it is that you would do, Paul?
Well, you know, I think I just let my kids let them be themselves. I would never put pressure on them to try to be where I would.
Thank you so much, Paul.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, anytime, Lisa, Marcus.
Yeah, this mom of a 15-month-old is taking notes.
Yeah.
About parenting.
Yeah, no, Paul, two sons, exceptional collegiate basketball player. One son played in the NBA, one has been coaching for a long time.
For Paul Pressy, let's not forget, too, this
Defensive player, perennial all-defensive team. So they're putting Bobby Jones, great defensive player, Michael Cooper, great defense, very little offense, in the Hall of Fame. Paul Pressy's name should come up at some point because of what he contributed.
nice move there by Taurean Prince. You know, we talk about your immediate family being here this weekend, Marcus, but the Bucks Legends family is here, and I know it's got to be special to kind of exchange stories and handshakes and hugs with all these guys.
And Paul Pressy, myself, Harvey Catchings, you know, we've got a kind of a texting group, whatever it's called, that we stay in contact with. So quick Paul Pressy story. So we're in Boston at a restaurant called Bob the Chef's, and the waitress keeps calling him Nicky. She's the waitress, you know, what are you going to have, Nicky? Nicky, you like that? Nicky, nice job, Jericho. So he keeps calling Paul Pressy Nicky, Lisa, the whole time. And so finally at the end of dinner, they're like, why do you keep calling this guy Nicky? She said, well, that's what's on his sweatshirt, N-I-K-E, Nicky.
Nike. that's a great story.
N-I-K-E.
Good thing it wasn't Adidas. That'd be harder to pronounce.
Yeah.
Oh, 73-55.
Clippers doing a concerted effort to try and calm down DT2 to no avail on that possession.
Something about the Clippers. Gary Trent Jr. At 20 points, a season-high 20 points. Last Monday, a season-high 6 3-point makes.
Could he be auditioning for the Clippers? He wind up a Clipper as well as he's playing against him.
It dumps it off to Ajax, a little double pump.
For the injuries, who knows? Just how far this team might have gone, but it's one thing that you cannot account for, cannot predict, and that's your star player getting hurt.
And Doc Rivers has said, I haven't had a healthy roster, you know, since I've taken this job. There's a reason why only Boston and Milwaukee had been to the playoffs in 9 straight years. I mean, no one else in the league had longevity like that, because it's hard to do.
Yeah.
Because of that, with injuries and free agency and bad luck that you might run into. I mean, it's a really difficult.
Remarkable. People thought that they would kind of fall off the playoff map.
Yeah,
so.
credit to everyone on that roster,
Yeah.
but a lot of kudos to me goes to Jaylen Brown.
No? Maybe we'll get her to
Patriot
comment on
Melody
that.
Ricks?
Yeah, no. Know how to communicate with certain players. There's a whole thing. You know Melanie. There's a whole thing going on. And
Who's signing on this story here, Marcus?
I think it was Melanie that sent me that tweet.
All right, everybody. I needed the build-up,
What's up,
Lisa.
Mel?
I needed the build-up.
Okay.
So Jaylen Brown, I was telling Marcus this. I sent him this article about how Jaylen Brown, he explained how he's memorized all of his teammates' astrology and numerology so that he can get to learn how to communicate with them. So he said, for example, Derek White, he's the year of the dog, so his communication style's a little bit different. Hugo, he's also a dog. Peyton, however, Peyton Pritchard, he's a tiger, and JT's a tiger as well. So he's like, now that I know who's a dog, who's a tiger, who's a dragon, I feel like I've been able to better and more effectively communicate with my teammates. And
Give it to me when I was a little tiny boy. You're the jackass.
Wasn't expecting that answer.
No.
To tag that story.
Doc said be honest, didn't he? Told him at the beginning.
He did. All the stories about Marcus would
Be
come
honest.
out.
Oh.
Just joining us, we had a heavy dose. There's Kawhi with
Nice.
the spin move here.
Got his 20 yet? No. What has he got? 6. Yeah, he's getting close.
17 is what we have.
Gonna keep that streak alive. You know, Ty Lue's aware of it. Nice story. Prince looks good.
Torian's in double figures here off the bench. Again, only 8 available players here for the Bucks. The regular rotation guys, including the latest scratch, Ryan Rollins, out with various injuries here today. Family takeover, 20 or more points.
He's just so efficient with it. 28 points a game he's averaging. He's the oldest player in league history, according to Stephen Watson. Oldest player in league history to get his career high. This, whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. Career high.
Do we need to patch in Stephen Watson to finish this?
Yeah, wait, no, but he got his career high at 30. What is he? 34, 35.
34 this year. Yeah.
And that's his career high.
He got 55 points
Been in
against
league,
Detroit.
Been in the league 14 years, and to get his career high in that 14th season is just remarkable.
Oh, and Stephen,
Help me,
you
Stephen.
there?
What was I trying to say?
Stephen Watson this time.
Marcus got it. It was 14th season or later to have your career high.
Yeah.
That's what
Broadcast booth and you're on the floor.
Jackass is a donkey. You know, that stubborn mule.
It's a donkey. That's what it is.
It's a jackass.
Yeah. That's not the first thing that comes to mind. I've been tainted, though. I've been tainted.
Brooke trying to draw contact, and man, on the move finish for a guy like that, 17 years.
That is athletic, right?
Super athletic, and they've got him blitzing way out on the perimeter and then scrambling back to get to his own. Look at this defense.
Chris Dunn, he tosses it away, but into the hands of AJ. Gary Trent Jr. Foul. So 3 fouls, as you see there, with 20 points for Gary Trent Jr. And 5 3-point makes, all of them coming in the first half. Darius Garland, air ball. Garland's got a couple 30-point games in the last 4 games. He's really been on a nice little hot streak, kind of getting comfy cozy in his new home.
Didn't he have a 41 or something? He had a really huge scoring game.
It was like a season high against Dallas. He also had those 11 assists in the same game.
Yeah. So he is really, gearing up for the postseason, playing his best basketball, and our host extraordinaire.
96-74 at the start of the fourth quarter. There's John Collins. He's looking healthier and healthier. He's got 14 points here today.
Now, this is an interesting Clipper team, and they lose some depth with some injuries to some of their bigs, but their defense with Jeff Van Gundy is, I think, going to be a problem in the playoffs. Their half-court defense, that's what the playoffs become, a half-court game. Right there, forcing another turnover. It's all about making multiple efforts, as you hear coaches talk about.
Usman wants to take it up top. Trying to stop him.
I mean, he got stripped the last time, and that time a lot stronger with the basketball, and had made up his mind early he was going to finish strong.
There's a slew of Bucks guys who are dressed in street clothes. Thanasis was leading the charge, who stood up to cheer that play.
So this is an important time of the year for him. Just to finish with momentum.
There's no Ryan Rollins, no Miles Turner, KPJ. I hope Ryan is a guy who could finish out this season with that hip flexor injury. There's Torian Prince for 2.
Just love seeing TP just get more and more comfortable after missing almost 3 or 4 months of time with that neck surgery.
And this has been a frustrating.
Fusion, one of the few athletes being able to come back from that and actually have game action.
7th and 8th free throw attempts here coming up for Mathurin. Time for a quick word from Gruber Law Offices.
Kobe's in the basketball world now, in homage to the late, great Kobe Bryant.
First miss at the free throw line for Mathurin. Got those 19 points. Usman misses a 3-pointer. Sitting on 7 points. He's 0 for 4 from 3.
You don't mind that. Stay aggressive. They can put some points on the board. Keep your confidence level high. Nice job, C-Mac Ryan.
Cormac Ryan, a little Kimmy pass.
C-Mac.
Creating some offense from his own defense.
Return of the C-Mac.
You're going to get into the tune for that?
No. Good defense, and you love to see a guy finish it off when he makes a great defensive play like
hum
that.
it? Will you sing it?
Oh, if you hum a few bars, I can fake it. Uh-oh.
Chris Dunn with the putback.
You got it, yeah.
You're supposed to back me up.
You got it.
You're supposed to back me up. Backdoor for A.J. Green.
Nice find.
Good find, by Pete Nance.
Good job, A.J. The top of J from coming off of DHOs out top, and he made the right read. Pete made a beautiful pass.
Now, Torian Prince was looking for Cormac. Here comes Miller. He also had a pretty good game. Jordan. Here's Usman between the legs. Crossover against John Collins. Draws a foul.
9th year.
feel like he's older than 28.
Yeah, no, he's been around
Seems
for a
like
while.
it.
Came out as a young player out of Wake Forest after a storied career as a Deacon Demon. Had some records that surpassed even Tim Duncan when he was there in terms of his consecutive 20-point game streak. I think about 12 in a row in college. Wade, Kawhi drawing fouls when that defender's up in your airspace. He did a good job with that against Chris Dunn.
AJ fires from straight away. And AJ Green, his second three-point make. 13 off the bench here today for AJ to go along with Torian's 18 points. There's Kobe. Kobe Sanders went from a two-way contract, converted to one of those standard NBA contracts as Sanders tries to... Toast to Game Day, presented by Door Peninsula. Also, AJ Green, BMO Cap Series Day with the Mavs coming up. He's got that bucket hat that he designed. First,
Bucket hat.
a bucket hat. Well, because he's a fisherman.
Oh, okay.
They usually fish.
You know, right at the top of the key behind AJ Green, and you know, the body language is different.
Always like to see that.
Yeah. The quarterback's like, dude, I'm just trying to make this roster.
This is only my fourth game in my career.
Cut me some
Chill
slack,
out a little
man.
bit.
Cut me some slack, man. I'm trying to, you know, just scored my first NBA bucket on
Quarterback
his
Ryan
last road.
literally has probably played under 25 minutes in his whole career.
Yeah. I'm just trying to, you know, make an impression, man. You know, we're not going to the playoffs this year, but this is all about family, this organization, and I'm just privileged to be a part of it.
Don Collins with the baseline jumper. You know, going to break, AJ had fouled out. If you're wondering, his fourth career foul out for
Is it?
AJ. Yeah, I was surprised by that.
Oh, no, yeah,
His first this season.
Yeah, I would have
Lost a bet on that? I would have too.
lost a Family Feud question on that one. That craziness. Have you ever watched
Yeah,
that? Oh,
yeah.
boy.
I saw when you were on. I watched that episode for sure. And then, you know, it'll
Pat, it just pops up on your feed.
Whether you're expecting it or
Whether
not.
you
I'm like,
expected
oh.
it or not. And the Bucks have been in the news a lot on there.
Yeah.
I mean, Cam Thomas, Giannis' situation. Some real strong opinions.
Everywhere, nationwide,
Yeah.
not just on that podcast.
Yeah, well, you're right about that.
It'll be interesting. It'll be an interesting off season to see what transpires.
Yeah, and Chris, my son, was saying, Lisa,
By the way, Usman Chang, his first career foul out.
you
Still,
don't want to see that. But Jordan Love can play some post defense, I know.
Chris or Josiah, they played at UCLA.
Yeah, played is the operative word. We're all into power walking right now. So.
And by the way, Benedict Mathurin, right at his 9 of 10 from the free throw line.
There you go. You said he'd
He's gonna get it.
He'd get it, and he got it.
Get to that average of about 10 free throw attempts that he has. There's Gary Trent Jr. And GT2, he's got that new season high, 24 points.
That's 3 games, right? He's been like GT of last year's playoffs.
Yeah, good against the... Yeah, he had a good road trip.
Yeah.
And a good day here today. Maybe looking for more. Gives it up to Ajax. Look out, Ajax. Wow, with the Fiserv crowd. See it from Ajax here today. He's in double figures. He's got his first start of the season. Ajax does. Last start came all the way in February of 2025. Last season. In and out for Collins.
Where Marcus was going to take me after I said that.
Pisces are good people.
What about Taurus? Collins with a turnaround. Was that,
No
was that
comment.
positive or negative?
Oh, boy. Are you a Taurus?
I'm a Taurus, so be
Okay.
careful. Be careful, partner.
That
Gary
explains
Trent, a new season high. 7 big ones.
Man, GT2, not messing around. Now, what is he, a Capricorn? He out here just on one. And again, it's been late showing up, but when it did, it showed up big time for him. That shooting stroke, that rhythm we've been waiting for pretty much all season long.
He's got a new Bucks career high with those 30 points. Trent's playing against these Clippers. Mathurin for three. Sinks it. In both the playoffs and the regular season is 9. See if he can chase that. He's at 8. Ryan. It's Contagious. Look, don't look.
So now you got to protect the basket. Oh, okay, almost a turnover, but it sounds like a long
Just throw
time
out a
ago.
number. Do you think it's this year? Do you think it's 2 years? Do you think it's 3 years?
2 bucks have fouled out. It's been a while. 10 years. Where he hurt, he got that foot injury.
Yeah.
Yep. Riding around on that kind of scooter.
These are the kind of research stats from B-Mick and BJ Cronus that you stay to the end of the game for. Ajax spin move.
Have a win sheet. Confident, innovative, quick-witted. Though can be impatient or moody.
Oh, go on. Oh, go on.
Stephen is a snake. Earth snake.
Huh.
So there you go.
Okay.
Everything you wanted on this broadcast.
Right, exactly.
It's some things
We
you didn't want.
covered it.
Some things you didn't want.
All right. Hey, you know what? The Bucks showed some fight.
Yep.
And a brilliant performance by that guy. 36 points. Gary Trent Jr., his new